Okay, here we are back in Celestian Tales, the Old North. Where we last left off, we uncovered this town that, well, looks like several tornadoes passed through here, and then they came back around for one reason or another, and hit it one more time, just because. So, we are looking for survivors, and the off chance there actually are some. And like usual, I'm going to try to avoid the random battles as I explore, but I don't know how much of this place is actually interactive. Like right here, I can't get around that corner. Okay, I wanted to trigger that one's aggro because I was wondering, is there a reason he's not moving? Like, could this be the area's war mech equivalent from Final Fantasy 1, perhaps? But looks harmless. And now I can access the well there by following that twisted route. And I thought the revive crystals were supposed to be a little bit harder to come by than they actually are. Go figure. Nothing back there. Yeah, I'm gonna check the other side first because I have a feeling that's the way to progress. And what have we here? Another amber crystal. Wow, actually, there's nothing over here. Wait a second. Whoa, don't come near me, monster. Oh, you're human. Was I forgetting you? I was really terrified of those giants. Sue was once beautiful. Never has either left for Farblade or died. Suppose they won't mind me helping me to their stuffs, would they? Helping myself to their stuffs, would they? And he doesn't have any new lines past that. So that's one person we met. Turn. There we go. Can't climb in through the window, sadly. And it would kind of suck if they're hiding stuff in these blind spots. That's one thing that I didn't really miss from the whole jump between 2D to 3D RPGs. Just blind spot shenanigans. And there's nothing over here. Up. Oh, no, wait, can I? Yes, I can explore. There we go. And that's a lot of them. Shh, did you hear that? As long as they don't start singing Hooked on a Feeling, I think we're okay. That voice, what do you think they're doing? This must be some kind of heathen faith. This cannot be tolerated. What are we waiting for? Let's go in and charge. Stop throwing your head straight into battle and start using it for once. We're far outnumbered, not to mention there might be even more we haven't noticed. We cannot merely lie silently while they doth this foul sorcery, can we? This doesn't look like sorcery, at least not the arcane kind. It's more like a burial rite. Circling around dead bodies, shouting blasphemical chants. And I'm not really familiar with that word, blasphemical. I've heard of blasphemous before, but I don't know. What else must they do for their sorcery to be more blatant than this, Camille? Shh, quiet, they're coming this way. Quick, we need to hide. Hide? Why don't we just fight? Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, you show him, Lucian. Hey. And those guys still remind me of Bear from .hack Sign. Don't tell me it froze. Okay, there we go. Are all of them gone? Can you hear anything, Lee? Lee can hear the world enders leaving the town. But Lee still hears voices from inside the castle. Voices? Are there enemies inside? Maybe, but Lee thinks there's a human voice among them. That could be a survivor. It sounds within the building, but a little muffled. Maybe it's underground. Elven ears are different indeed. We shouldn't waste time. Let's go find the survivor. Those chanters may have left, but don't let your guards down. Can I actually walk over that? The debris made me think that it was impassable. No, you can walk over it. So if this is the part I think it is, there's a switch hidden in a bookshelf. This iron door is firmly shut. Perhaps there's a key to open it somewhere. There seems to be a mechanism hidden behind this bookshelf. Okay, I've heard of the mechanism, but I kind of thought that was the key. Don't tell me I have to go talk to that one guy out in the middle of nowhere. If it's anything like the other items in the game, it should be sparkling, I'd imagine. So let's take a look around, see if we can find something sparkling. Not seeing anything there. Couldn't really stay around for a good look, but the sparkles stand out a bit when you're actually looking at certain spots. Is he glitched down there? Don't scare me like that. Sephriel, is there anything I can help you with, masters and misses? We have stumbled upon a locked door, which key we do not possess, commoner. But you happen to have found an item alike to a key. A key? Oh. Oh. Nothing, miss. I haven't found anything like that at all. He's lying. Put him in the fountain. We don't have a lot of materials here, but you don't need a lot to waterboard someone. I sense something is amiss with thy words, commoner. Amiss? Maybe you're just not feeling well. Perhaps 'tis true we shall find the key ourselves, or a little threat should make him spill out more. Let's have Renard ask him a question or two. Whoa now, let's not get angry, shall we? Fine, here, I'll give you the key I found. Just keep that away from me, alright? Jeez, can't a scavenger live in peace? I need your wallet too. I gave you the key, didn't I? Now please, keep that weapon away from me. It's already hard enough having enders roaming the streets without other humans threatening me. Not sure why that one's staring off in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that didn't reset it or anything, so oh well. The cruelest thing we can do is leave it there for all eternity, I guess. And I'm actually going to create the save here just so I don't have to run back and forth. Not seeing anything sparkle here. Nothing in the blind spots. But there's one here. Misery cord. And that looks like a weapon for Isaac. Health minus 80, HP minus 80. Well, it only takes away the 180. I guess that's just duplicate text. Gives him a really big surge in attack power. Wow, yeah. So you sacrifice max health to basically be the hardest hitter on the team. Well, if we need damage for what's coming up, we now know pick Reed. We have another scene. Blood. Blood? It's fresh. Someone's been here. That's odd. This part of the castle has been untouched by the Enders. Well, an iron door might be all it takes to keep them out. Let me hear something. No, no, no. This won't do. It simply won't do. My, who do we have here? Sir, are you unharmed? Have the barbarians turned smaller? Maybe there's something with the last concoction. We are squires, serving Lord General Sever and LaRue. Do you require any aid? Aid, she said. I wonder if they even know how to aid me. You know what? I think he's out of his mind. How about we just leave this weirdo and get out of here? Lee smells something weird around here. Do you? Ah, you notice, little elf. It's the scent of ingenuity, my dear. Just wait, I'll show them to you. Behold, my greatest masterpiece. What do you think? Pretty, isn't it? What is this unholy abomination? Is that a world ender? No, no, no. It was a world ender. Strong, durable, and resilient, our world ender is not a great tool humanity can make use of. Through many trials, I have turned man's dangerous foe into a slave to our commands, turning adversity into our favor. Is this not true, brilliance? He agrees. Yeah, he's out of his mind, alright. This is madness. What have you done to this creature? All these torturous devices, are these your doing? Oh, so much have I done, so much did I toil for this. They withstood so much pain that I had to come up with new ideas, you see. But look at them now, obedient as dogs. Well, some potions have side effects, but that's just part of the risk. The Usis should have hanged you for lurking under their castle and doing this atrocity. Alas, they are here no more. Thus, by my blade thou shalt perish, vile human. I don't understand your anger, little girl. These monsters ravaged my hometown, killed my people, took my wife and children. Despite their cruelty, I gave them not death, but a chance to serve our kin. And now you're calling me the vile one? Thou gave them not a quick end, but pain, agony, and suffering. Who was it that wanted the bandits to bleed out? That was back in part 3, I believe. The law spoke of defeating our enemies, but not by discarding our humanity. And these concoctions, these tools, they aren't alchemical in nature, aren't they not? Confess to thy guilt now, heretic. Perhaps then my blade may show thee mercy. I should have known. Lesser beings can't comprehend the work that went through this. Go now, my slave. Have our friends for lunch. Okay, I'll explain things in a second. First he has to use that. And this fight is like 90% RNG from what I've discovered so far. So I have a passive move because I did some grinding all the way up to level 19 because this part is so poorly balanced, it's astounding. But around level 17, Arya gets a passive ability that allows you to put a shield on everyone. The way that works is that it will block the next incoming attack, or at least half of the character's max HP worth of damage. So if you look at Isaac's health, that attack was supposed to kill him. As far as I know, there's no way to take initiative away from this enemy. He's always going to go first, and you just have to hope you survive. So right there, RNG for the win. And now I actually have to spend all my energies keeping Isaac alive. The worst part is this guy actually has an AoE attack that, well, it can one-shot most of your characters, including Isaac there. So I'm going to pop a crystal because I need to have Arya defend so I can get Benediction up. Now he's going to attack Lucian. The shield proc came in. And I need Reed to defend just to try to keep him alive through this upcoming AoE attack. If you can get through the attack, you're fine for now. And I can't really emphasize the for now part. Here it is, through a wall. And now I can actually try to cut into him. He has 4,000 hit points, so if you look, Reed is hitting him for 750 a shot. That will take 6 hits, approximately, to kill. And I'm actually going to defend here so that I have the points in case I need to use Benediction or something else. So let's pop Battlefield Tyrant to make sure that Lucian holds aggro. Another pointed thrust. Now we got the poison on him, so Reed now has enhanced critical attacks on the guy. But crit, once again, RNG, and that's not even talking about the fight that comes after this. So here comes Primeval Bite. He's going to defend this coming turn. So let's actually just try hitting him and see what we can do. 900 due to the crit. So we're through, and if you look, that's a full level's worth of EXP even at this point. So Stand Your Ground, Sunstrike, and Adrenaline Rush picked up, level 20. And the absolute worst part about all this, in my opinion, is that you have to go through all these scenes beforehand, and even between the fights, and there's no scene skip option. It's Radiant Historia all over again. Whence did that perpetrator go? He must have escaped while we were fighting that creature. We should check for anything in this room that can tell us where he went. Why not just chase right now? We're wasting our time here. He's had a few good minutes to get away, though. Charging blindly doesn't sound like a good idea. How about we give chase right away? If we've really lost him, we can come back here, right? I don't know, it just sounds like the most sensible idea. That does sound very sensible. I have a feeling it'd be difficult to get back here later, though. That's your clue. This is your only chance to come down here. Very well, let us get moving then. So you can pick up the Arbalest here for Camille. Let's also look at that medallion. So you get HP back per turn, and I'm actually going to put this on Reed since keeping him healthy is the hard part. I can also have him auto-attack to get hit points back. I almost forgot to check out the moves, but here's a wooden effigy. This part may be better in the final game if, like, the blacksmith and everything are better implemented. Stand your ground. Generate health. All allied defense. I don't actually think that has a... Actually, I could put that in place of Body Perfection, since I have her using an accessory that makes her immune to those. As for Reed, we have Sunstrike. Small chance to instant kill, otherwise inflict poison. Yeah, it's not worth 6 points, not even freaking close. And that may actually be a good move to have here, since it just allows Renard to keep swinging and swinging and swinging. So here's the second half of the fight. Why are we moving? Back, move back. We're trapped, and we still have to chase that heretic. I think we have other things to worry about right now, Arya. We should just retreat. I can't agree more. This way. Damn, things aren't looking good right now. Neither is it over here. What should we do? There's no other way than to fight, it seems. Brace yourselves. Squires, are you here? That voice, is that you, Lady Belanus? Die, creature. Are you squires alright? We've been better, that's for sure. What in the name of the Deus are these abominations? They were world enders, Sir Story. They were turned into... Can we save it for later? I'd prefer we get out of here first. You've got a point there. Unfortunately, my combat skills are not fit for prolonged combat. We should just run, through where I and a story came from. Follow me, squires. And now the second half of the fight. Deus, is there really no easy way out of this? Brace yourself, squires. Here they come. Believe it or not, you can actually beat these guys at level 14, like the single enemy at level 14 if you use Yilian. But when you get to this fight, it's just not possible anymore. So right here, let's use pointed thrust. We need to try to down one of them ASAP. Going to pop Battlefield Tyrant so that I can pull aggro and I can get a defensive stance for next turn, and I also have to heal Reed. So the big struggle here is just making sure I can survive when they do their double attack all move. So I don't have a move to purge status effects, sadly, so I'm just going to hit this guy for the heal as well as the potential crit roll. Arya has to defend to build up points. And now Arya does not need to defend because of the shield. That will protect her from the first hit. It's just I gotta keep Reed and Lucien up. So here we go. Throw all. Throw all. You can see Reed is down. So we're going to try to revive him even though there's no fucking point. And next turn is Primeval Bite. I don't have my defensive steroid up anymore, and, well, everything's just kind of gone to hell. So I just need to hope Lucien can hold aggro. It's a stretch. So they are going to defend. I can pop Stand Your Ground, but there's also a different trick I can do. So let's pop Shatter. Here we have to defend. And we're going to use Shield Bash to get them out of sync. Now, the stun still applies Reed's potential crit roll, which is how we can get away with this. In the meantime, I'm actually going to have Arya just keep healing. And right here, I have to take this guy down. Otherwise, it's game over. So here comes the throw all move. We still have aggro for a little while longer. I'm going to attack for the heal. We got a lucky crit. Going to defend here so I can cast Benediction next turn. Now we have to... Or wait, this is Primeval Bite, so defend. If you could use 4 characters, this fight would actually be kind of balanced, I think. But it's just a stat check. Unless you've really done some grinding, you're not getting through here. That's what it comes down to. So we're going to use Shield Bash. We might be able to take him down here. Pointed thrust, and we're through. And this is your clue that something is fundamentally wrong with this fight. This is 2 levels worth of EXP from 1 fight. That is severely, severely messed up. And the other thing is, in earlier versions, that was 3 enemies that you had to fight instead of just 2. I have no idea what the devs were thinking. There's too many of them. I don't think I can stand another fight. Don't lose hope yet, we can still do this. Looks like there's no other choice. A story, is that? Later. Close your eyes, everyone. Sir, a story, was that arcane? Yet another practitioner. How many of thee art there amongst the noble ranks? How about we start talking after we get out of here safely? A solid idea. Let us leave, squires. We made it. We're out. That was close. Sir, a story. Back then, what you did was that arcane? Grateful I am to thee, Sir, a story, for my life thou hast saved. Yet to practice such forbidden arts, this cannot be let to slide. 'Tis one thing for a heathen to exist among the common people. The less educated are, understandably, more prone to be lost in their ways of faith. Yet to have in our noble ranks not 1, but 2 practitioners of forbidden arts. But one of them sent those horrible abominations to kill us. Sir Ristori, on the other hand, used his skills to protect us from them. No matter how lenient they viewed the law, Camille, this has gone beyond forgiveness. How are we to expect fairness in our lives if we do not uphold the rules as fairly? A story, where did you learn to do such a thing? I've learned much in my journeys outside of the realm, milady. You wouldn't believe the things common people outside of this realm are capable of doing. I assume you know what will happen next. Yes. Will you resist? No, milady. Very well. Know that we are deeply grateful for what you did to save our lives. Squires, arrest this man, take him and return with me to the army. What are you squires hesitating for? But Sir Story saved us. Protecting an outlaw is a grave offense, little elf. Shall I take you into trial as well? Just do what she says, squires. It's all right. Hurry up now. We don't have all day. I thought when we get here I'd have a better place to work. I'm sorry, but this still isn't a great place to smith. Still can't do much about your weapons. So you can modify your stuff here. You can see that... How does this even work? You just upgrade it. This is a much better upgrade. It's still 7 points lower than the other one, but it's a 20% mod, so each hit will add 4 damage. It'll only take 2 turns, I believe, maybe 3 to equal, and then every hit beyond that is more. But of course the drawback is, are you going to have Ilian attacking all the time? So, do I have anything valuable to sell? I got a bunch of spider legs. The wooden effigy and other stuff? Wow. So yeah, I actually can pick up quite a few things. 36 and 40. How does my current stuff compare? I'd say it's probably an upgrade for... Actually, it might have been a little bit better to use the Code of Vitality for Reed. I mean, you have... It's hard to say. You have less defense, but you have more HP. I don't know if that'd actually make a difference. But I'll worry about all of that later. For now, let's continue going around talking. This house has been designated as the Lord General's command post. Entry is prohibited except for those with immediate business with the General. This house has been designated for your use, squires. However, I heard that you are currently needed elsewhere. Please finish your task first before taking a rest. So I'm actually going to put a break here because I'm kind of disappointed with that previous part. If the fight gives you 2 levels worth of EXP, you should take a step back and realize something is wrong here. But hopefully it's a one-time thing. I was looking for a save point. Knowing my luck, I probably walked past one. So let's see, I was 19, now I'm 22. Right. And that was just from 2 boss fights. But I'm going to put a break here where we pick up next time. We'll move the event forward, and hopefully things aren't as bad. So until then, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.